having guts one at a time and maybe the whole world. And my topic today is it's your gut, not your Google search. I say that because people call me, text me, email me every day thinking that they have salicylate sensitivity, you name it. I say salicylate sensitivity because it is such a popular self diagnosis. And I say self diagnosis because no self respecting doctor would ever diagnose you with a salicylate sensitivity, and it's really popular, and I have to admit that I'm part of that popularity because I wrote a couple of articles that are number one on the Google search when you search for salicylate sensitivity. So I wrote them several years ago when I really was wondering what that was all about, and also had a client who had salicylate sensitivity, and I think she had real salicylate sensitivity. Let me explain. Okay. A lot of people too come to me and they say they have histamine intolerance or mast cell activation disorder. And no, 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 no. That is not a valid diagnosis. It's not, because when you're dealing about with histamine intolerance, you're dealing with uh, you're dealing with an intolerance to histamine. What happens? What is histamine? Histamine is what happens when you have inflammation. When you have inflammation, this is just the down and dirty, very, very simplistic explanation. When you have inflammation, your body kicks up histamine, which can wreak havoc on your body. That's just a very simple explanation. But these things are labeled disorder, 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 and they're not necessarily a true disorder. Mast cell activation disorder. Okay, so when you have inflammation and you kick up histamine, your mast cells, which are part of your immune system, that are there to sop up foreign invaders, are activated. And if you got too many of them, yeah, you have mast cell activation. But it's not a disorder unless you have a true disorder. And very few people have true disorders. Trust me on that. It's really all about inflammation. So it's your gut. It's not your Google search. I had to buy this years ago. This was crazy because this says, please do not confuse your Google search with my dietitian degree. I had to buy it. I couldn't resist it. I know that there's a lot of those with different kinds of degrees and different kinds of professions. But no, don't go Googling stuff and think you have it, because you A, may not, and B, it may be about your gut, because your gut, or a leaky gut for that matter, can cause inflammation that can cause every kind of problem you can think up, from weight gain to digestive problems to skin problems, to mood problems, you name it, okay, can all be attributed to your gut. And then it becomes this very, 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 have you ever done the 1,000-piece red puzzle? There's a puzzle. It's round, thank God, because you can get the outside, and it's all red. So you can't depend upon any picture to get the puzzle done. You have to just keep trying it, keep trying it, keep trying it. You know what I mean? It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. What salicylate sensitivity is probably caused by a deeper thing: leaky gut, inflammation, salicylate sensitivity. And again, and I've said this before on my other live streams, what happens is if you have leaky gut, if you have inflammation, Remember, leaky gut is when stuff goes through the cells of your gut that shouldn't be there into your bloodstream and causes the immune system to mobilize and try and get rid of them. So when you got an immune system mobilizing, you're dealing with inflammation. And inflammation can trigger some kind of genetic predisposition that you might have. Okay. I have a genetic predisposition to thyroid and a genetic predisposition to head to tremors. Okay. I'm beginning to show slight, well, I'm 78, slight tremors. But you know what happens? If I reduce my inflammation, I don't have any more tremors, which just always amazes me. It always amazes me. And it does run in my family. So I'm looking at leaky gut seeping into bloodstream, immune system mobilizes, and then you got a problem. And what it is if you're genetically predisposed, and really we only have about a 30% chance to activate that genetic predisposition. It's not written in stone, it's not a death sentence, it's not even a debilitating sentence. You can turn off disease and unwellness and turn on health. It's the mantra of functional or root cause medicine. Okay. So please, it's your gut, not your Google search. Please look, go and find a practitioner who understands these things. And I'm going to tell you, it's not going to be your doctor. And I hate to say that. There are some doctors who are functional medicine doctors who are MDs, but they're very few and far between. I can count probably on one hand the ones that are in Los Angeles, and we're the big clean eating, healthy place in the United States, supposedly. Please, please find somebody who can unravel this puzzle. That's why my logo is a puzzle. Who can unravel this puzzle? Okay. All right. And also, you'll notice there's a little ticker tape thing. Ticker tape. I'm dating myself. Anyway, about my Good Gut group. I have a Good Gut group on Facebook. I would love you to join. Since I started doing these and since I started really publishing a lot of things in my Good Gut Gut Food newsletter, which is out today, and I'll put a link in the Good Gut group for you to get over there and get it. Okay. Or if you want to, you can go to healyourhealthnow.com/good gut group. All right. This one, Good Gut Group. The newsletter is healyourhealthnow.com/newsletters. It's right there to get it. So remember, it's your gut, not your Google search. Don't look for Google for diagnosis. And I think we all want diagnoses. We want diagnoses. Um, we hang our hats on them. I've got this. I've got that. I've got this. Why don't we all just say it's leaky gut and leave it at that? Okay. Tomorrow, I'm going to talk to you about mindfulness, which really saved my life. And I'll explain that and tell that story. Join the Good Gut group, healyourhealthnow.com/good gut group. Okay. And this is the Good Gut Queen, Jill, signing